To extend in a special way sympathies to the family of our departed comrade, Honorable Segirinya. Segirinya, we just buried a few months ago. For what he went through in a prison, suffering in hospital, where some people, again the same people led by Mr. Kyagulanyi, saw him and his suffering as an opportunity to make political capital. Some visited him in hospital to make some money out of his sickness. Some took pictures while he's suffering on his bed in hospital to extend their political shell life. Little wonder then, as you recollect, while he was suffering and really fighting for his life, one of them took a document for him to sign in hospital. That's how callous these fellows are. So the family of Honorable Segirinya, please accept our sympathies. For your son suffered humiliation at the hands of the same people. The world recollects so well, the nation recollects so well, that when he left prison, the same noisemakers questioned how he left prison. I knew and I know they wanted him dead so that they can occupy his seat. I'm very sure they're happy now that he's dead. That's why even at his send-off, they buried him in humiliation. Honorable Segirinya, wherever you are, may the Lord rest you in eternity, aware that your tormentors have never rested. Those same people that questioned why you left prison, they even accused me of negotiating for your release. The same people questioned your death and questioned your release at the same time. And then you wonder whether they use the same heads to say the same things. So Segirinya's family, please understand where we are. And please accept our apology and our sympathies for what you are going through. Because for the last 4 years, somebody new who had taken your son to prison, who had imprisoned your son but never said it, and only waited for him to die to speak out. How interesting. So to Segirinya's family, Mr. Kyagulanyi knew that myself and others are responsible for his imprisonment. But for a man who is transparent, who is open, never had the courage to speak out when Segirinya was alive, and now is coming up to yawn in front of cameras so that he can extend his political sell-by date. We are sorry, Segirinya's family. In the public space, yesterday, courtesy of the NUP leadership, headed by Mr. Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, the new president, he was unequivocal in making a very particular reference to my name, my sister on my left, the Honorable Juliet Nakabuye, and other colleagues, Honorable Abedi Bwanika. Of course, you are aware, like the whole world knows, that over the last couple of months, if not years, I have become his pet subject. And I believe a mention of his name, of my name, sends a cold down his spine for reasons I am yet to fully understand. But I had let him time and space to whine and complain and compose poems and songs about me. because I knew that his effort is a business. I believe he has done enough business out of me. I now want to address him and his ilk so that the country can understand what we are dealing with. First of all, he made very particular reference to the terrible murders that took place in Masaka from 2020 through 2021. And he made reference to the fact that he is aware, he was informed that myself and the colleagues from Masaka were part. Of course, when I heard it, my mind skipped a bit. But I had a quick recollection of myself. And to the nation, I have this to say. First of all, I would like to extend my sympathies to the following categories of people. The families that lost their dear ones during that fracas. Families lost dear ones, children lost parents, mothers lost children, wives lost husbands, and husbands lost wives, and communities lost their own. I would like to further extend my sympathies, something I did several times in this parliament and in Masaka, Greater Masaka. I return again to extend my sympathies because at a time when you're supposed to get justice, at a time when you're out to see leaders in the country stand with you to demand for justice for the killings that were visited to your dear ones, then emerges a joker to make it his meal. I want to extend my sympathies to you that it was never our intention that these killings become a joke and that some joking politician with no idea of your suffering is making a meal out of your suffering for him to make political capital and live another day to have a meal with his family out of the suffering of your families. Please accept my sympathies from the bottom of my heart and from my colleagues here and away. Dr. Abel should have been with us here, but he had an emergency. He also extends his sympathies to these families. Secondly, I would like to extend in a special way sympathies to the family of our departed comrade, Honorable Segirinya. Segirinya, we just buried a few months ago. For what he went through in a prison, suffering in hospital,